Hello everybody, pardon me, it is me, Sacred G, whatever you want to call me, and today, man, just to get straight to the point, we have one of, I would say, the Scott Jun video is an angel compared to this video. Right, and I know this is all stupid shit, like, none of these people are like, that I know of are terrible people. But this video is actually really dumb for a good amount of reason. I'm not gonna lie, and we're gonna watch and just kind of like goof on it, I guess we can say. Like, I'm not shitting on the person, so. But I do want to let you guys know this video is just really dumb. So, without further ado, here we go.
Hi guys, Brain here, and welcome to another commentary video. Today I wanted to tell you about something that I personally experienced that was really frustrating me for about a week on Killer, and it kind of just came to a head and I just had an epiphany that I feel like was very helpful for every killer to have. So if you haven't had this epiphany yet, I'm going to pass it on to you so you could also not get stuck in kind of like the gross rut I got with being unhappy with Killer for about a week. So
Alright, so just keep that in mind. He said that what he just went through and was upset with for a week, keyword being a week, like, what he's gonna complain about is just so fucking funny. And he was upset about it for a week. And yeah, of course, nobody should be getting into this disgusting rut. Very odd choice of words, to be honest. And by the way, this is about Shift W, believe it or not, but we're gonna let this dude fucking explain it, so here we go.
yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. So for about a week there, I got like really tired of Killer. Like every single day I would log on a stream and go to play Killer. I was really just annoyed and upset with almost every match that I played. I was basically just not having a good time anymore. It was really upsetting. And the main thing that was kind of causing me to be in that sort of emotional distress state was just kind of like every single match I had people that were just sitting on gens, and if I tried to approach them, they would just shift W into the distance.
Oh, so they would just shift W into the distance? Do you not know how Survivors played? Like, to be completely honest, that's what Survivors are supposed to do, bro. Like, what the fuck are you playing? Doesn't seem like you want the same game. And from what it seems, just by what you just said there, it just seems, do you just want Survivors to approach you, just walk up and shake your hand? So that way you could get a fucking easy win? No, they're supposed to do that. Shift Wing, for those of you that don't understand this term or don't know it, it's pretty self-explanatory, but for those of you that do not know, it's basically running. Like, you just run away from the killer, and Survivors do that. That's what they're supposed to do. And he's complaining, literally complaining, that he was upset for a week because Survivors are doing what they're supposed to. Wow! Who would have thunk? Perfect argumentation thus far, and I think we're 52 seconds in. Let me see, actually. Let's see. We're actually 56 seconds in. That's fucking rich.
And I know that the mid-chapter changes did a lot to try and like mitigate the Shift W gameplay.
Why would they want to mitigate the Shift W gameplay? If he's referring, okay, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's say he doesn't mean that. Well, he needs to address what he's talking about, because he's either saying that they sometimes get very fast, and I could somewhat agree, but that's because they know how to run and they ran off at the right time. Okay. And so basically, dude, it's just, come on. That's how Survivors played, dog. Like, fucking learn how to play the game you decided to stream, bro.
It is still very much a live and strong form of gameplay that Survivors can do.
Bruh, it's the only gameplay they have when confronted with the killer. Like, I don't know what you're getting at here. Besides the fact it just seems like a crybaby video. Oh my god, they run faster than me. Oh no, they run faster than me and I suck as Killer, and I'm gonna make a video crying about it because of the fact I just want them to come to me like Moz Delight. Seriously, dude, I can't believe this is even a fucking video, dude. Like, you're just upset that you lose them. That's what it seems like. I don't know. Like, from the gameplay I see here, I don't see why he's complaining, but I guess you gotta make content somehow, but this shit's funny.
It's really frustrating to deal with, because unless you're playing somebody like Wesker or Nurse or Blight, it's kind of hard to counter that, especially if they have a lot of resources or go to like something really strong like a main building. W gaming is, you know, done for a reason, because W gaming is one of those strongest tools that a survivor can use.
W gaming, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, it's the survivor's strongest form of gameplay because between dropping pallets, dude, the only thing you could do is run. You can't pull out a fucking gun and shoot the killer. Like, what are you playing, dude? I want to know. I just want to know. This video is just, God, this is starting off really bad, dude. Like, you're complaining about basically the core component of playing Survivor, which is shift Wing the fuck away from the person who's trying to kill you, dude. Which is, you know, running. That's what he's complaining about, is that when people are on gens and he approaches, oh, like, oh my god, really?
So unless you're playing a specific character to specifically counter that playstyle, you're kind of hosed. Especially if you're playing just like a normal, like M1 Andy, like Myers, you're kind of hosed if somebody decides that they just want to, you know, W into the distance, shift W into the distance.
Which is what survivors are supposed to do, man. Like, how do you not know that? I from what I've seen from this dude, he's been streaming this game and making content about it for a fucking year. And he says, oh, I play 50-50. But here you are, this was made a month ago. And here you are getting all upset and literally letting it affect you for a week about just the basic mechanics of playing Survivor. Like, what? You can't, okay, I don't want to get too deep into this, because this is just stupid, man. Like, so dumb.
And it kept happening match after match after match after match, and it just got like really frustrating. Like, it came to the point where I was like really even starting to question, like, do I even enjoy Killer anymore? Like, I was saying this a lot. I was saying, I need to find my love for Killer again.
Oh no. So you were questioning your love for Killer because of just basic Survivor mechanics. Gotcha. Okay. What's the issue? Like, I don't see the issue here. You're getting mad that I just think he's getting upset because he's losing and he doesn't want to lose. That's my personal theory. I'm not gonna say that's 100% the case here, but it sure as fuck seems like it, bro. Like, 100% seems like that you want to fucking just want to win. You know, there's like no reason to make this video, like, period.
I don't love Killer right now. I kept saying I need to find my love for Killer again, because I was having such like an unfun time fighting that playstyle, fighting the Shift W playstyle.
Which is fucking literally how survivors play, man. I don't want to keep repeating this, okay? Like, he's literally complaining, or just bitching and crying, it just seems like, over just how survivors play. It's not bad. It's just how the game is, and that's how it works. And, yeah, you'll get into games like that, you know, that they'll run off from you, but, you know, you gotta use your brain, dude. Use that fucking noggin instead of bitching about it and letting it affect this is like a small thing, and he's letting it affect him. Like, it's part of the fucking game, dude.
But then I kind of had like an epiphany while I was playing, I think it was end of last week, something like that. I had an epiphany while playing, and it's something that I just want to pass on to you so you don't get into the same rut that I did, because it was pretty miserable.
Trust me, I will not get into that rut, man. I ain't no fucking dumb motherfucker who thinks that just because the way the game works, I'm gonna let it affect me for a week and get all pissy about it because of the fact that I lost. That's, again, I'm gonna live by that theory, because it just seems like you're just upset. Oh, I'm losing. It is actually that. What am I even saying? He's complaining that they're running away. He's not getting wins. They're not allowing him to down and hook. That's the complaint here, and he's just trying to make it into a big deal, it seems like. I don't know why else you would make this fucking video. Like, this Shift W thing, if you actually think it's an issue, the fuck? Like, you're not that bright if you think that just the way in the DBD community, at least, for those of you that definitely know this game front to back, you know that's the core component for Survivor. Okay? That's all I gotta say for that.
I think if you're in the scenario where somebody is going to shift W, like you go to chase them and every single tile they go into, they just like leave immediately and keep running and running and running, I think the best thing you could do is outright just leave them. And I know that's kind of like an ergo, like, well, obviously that's the simple solution is just, well, just leave them forehead. But in a lot of cases, especially if you have a lot of slowdown perks like pain res that are like, tied to getting the down, you'll commit to the down. The problem is that a lot of survivors, what they'll do is they'll W key because they know that there's something strong in the distance that they can reach. Whether it be like a jungle gym, whether that be like shack, whether that be the main building, there is something in the distance that they are trying to reach, something that they are trying to get to that they know they can waste a lot of your time at. Usually shift Wing is kind of aimless on some players, and you can tell who just kind of like watched a YouTuber say that shift W is good and then
Oh my god, and here's some YouTubers saying that Shift W is bad. That's the core component, bro, with fucking Dead by Daylight Survivor. That's how you get away from the killer and save your ass, and it's like, how do you not know that? It just really seems to me that this dude has no knowledge in the games that he decides to dedicate his fucking time to. Like, that's the way to play, man. Like, I don't know why you're complaining about it.
Shift W into like a dead zone, but a lot of people shift W because they're intentionally trying to reach something. They're intentionally trying to go to a specific resource that's really, really good for them.
Again, not an issue. He's trying to make this, like, in the beginning he set this up as like, this is a big problem because it affected him for a week. Like, oh, the core component of playing Survivor, because the Survivor really has no weapons unless you want to consider pallets weapons, or even loop areas or vaults. Survivors have no weapons. The only choice they have when they see the killer, who's the only fucking entity or model in the game that has a fucking weapon, that's their best choice of action, dude. Just run the fuck away. Like, why is that a big problem? Like, why did it bother you for that long? Like, it's literally how Survivor is played. Like, what are you gonna do? Since this dude likes to claim he plays 50-50, like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna sit there because you're not a Shift W gamer? You're just gonna fucking sit there and let the killer just hook you? Come on. Come on, dude.
Like I said, good examples on main building. Shack, those are great examples. Really strong tiles like long wall jungle gyms. So these things are really, really important. And what I would do, if you are in your killer matches, what I would do if you're really, really annoyed with Shift W gaming like I was.
Oh, trust me, I don't think that many people were annoyed with Shift W gaming as you were. I'm pretty sure your type is in the minority.
I would look and see, where is this person actually physically running? Where is this person actually going?
No shit. Do you play killer with your eyes closed? I don't think so. Yeah, you gotta watch where the fucking survivor goes. It's like, that's not a good tip. That's like the no-brainer. That's like the first thing you need to know is just to watch where the survivor goes. Holy shit. This isn't anything new, bro.
Because if you see them running and you see them running towards the main building, or you see them running and they will eventually make it to shack if you keep following them, you can just drop that chase. And that's where a lot of like gripes come from the survivor side, is you end up going back to hook, or you end up pressuring somebody that that just got off hook. And that's, you don't need to worry about that, because that's kind of like just preying upon your like emotional, kind of like your honor, it's an emotional reasoning. You are going to lose the match if you try to chase after somebody who's Shift Wing, you see the shack in the distance, or you see the main building in the distance, and you go chase that person down. Unless you're playing like a specific killer, like say, like I was mentioning earlier, Nurse Blight, Wesker, people are really good at like covering distance really quickly.
No, if you use your brain, you could probably get Shift W quotes here. You can't see them, but yeah, hardcore air quotes. You could get them Shift W gamers even with fucking Ghostface. Ooh, isn't that new? Just use your fucking brain. Seriously, like that's how you play killer. Like they don't just fucking, you don't just get wins like that. You have to use your fucking noggin, bro. That's all that there is to it.
And are very, very anti-chase. Unless you're playing one of those killers, you're gonna have a bad time if you decide to take that chase. That's just how it's gonna be. So what you gotta do is take a look out, observe your surroundings, see if I follow this Shift W gamer, are they going to reach something really, really strong like a main building or shack? And then if they are, just leave them and go back and find somebody who's actually in a more vulnerable spot, even if that happens to be somebody who just came off hook or going back to hook itself.
I thought, didn't you just say that they're playing with your emotions because they have you go back to hook and you go put pressure on the person who got off hook, but you're saying to drop that survivor and then go back to hook or go for somebody who is unhooked? That doesn't make any sense to me at all. This video is just really, really bad, actually. Like, this advice is just like a no-brainer, dude. Yes, of course, no shit. Observe your fucking surroundings, bro. That's all you gotta do, man. Just watch where the survivors go. That's it. And if they're not even just like Shaq, what he's talking about, like if they're just good at looping and running from you, period, then drop the chase. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
You are going to have much better results in your matches by not taking those chases, and really the only reason you don't take those chases is because you're worried about some sort of like emotional aspect of, am I being unfair, am I being unfun? So
you shouldn't be fucking worrying about it anyways. It's not a big deal. Like, there's no voice chat you have to worry about. Like, I don't know. I know this is a different game, but COD has voice chat for the online aspects of it. You don't have to worry about that. Why would you want to worry about something that you can just either read, because it's usually through text messages, and yeah, some people send voice messages. You don't have to listen to them. Oh my god.
don't worry about that, because I can assure you they're not worrying about that.
So your advice was to observe your surroundings, watch where the survivors go, and what was the other one? Oh, drop chase. Very good tip, man. Very good tip. I don't understand this video. Like, I mean, I do. It's for the sake of fucking bitching and crying and all this crap. But dude, seriously, if you find that fucking play style boring that survivors do, that's how they play. They can't just... Do you want them to walk up? And again, do you want them to walk up and give you a fucking hug? Maybe a little kiss? No, that's not gonna work. The world ain't like that. So stop bitching, please. Like, these sort of fucking stupid videos are just gonna kill DBD, and you won't have nothing to make content on. I swear. It's gonna happen one of these days. You know, too much of something is not always good, so... fucking A.
So yeah, that's just my little tip on how to avoid Shift W gamers and how to actually outsmart them, because that's kind of like my most frustrating and I find to be the most boring gameplay I face when I'm playing killer.
That's where I got my ability to enjoy Dead by Daylight, because they're playing the game in the way they're supposed to when they see killer. It really, really makes me upset. Fuck off, dude. Seriously? Are you really gonna say that, oh well, this play style really weighs in on me because they're playing the game in the way survivors are supposed to play? Like, bro, come on, man. Like, you've been streaming this game for a fucking year. How do you not understand that that's pretty much what survivors do? That's what they have to do. To protect themselves, they run to the loops. God damn, dude, the community, the online aspect community, or the online community for Dead by Daylight just is filled with sometimes dumb shits, dude.
And I wanted to figure out a good way for you to be able to circumvent that, because it was definitely kind of like weighing on my ability to enjoy the game. So
I don't understand, dude. I left the advice to, like, dude, you got upset about it yourself for a fucking week. And not only that, you're not seeming to understand. That's how survivors play, dude. That's how they be playing. And that does not bother me, because that is literally the pretty much the go-to strategy just to get away from the killer. That's just common. It's a common thing. You should know this. But no, and if he does know this, because again, he's been, according to his YouTube videos, he's made content on Dead by Daylight for a fucking year. For a year. And you're just gonna sit here and say, well, I just don't understand why survivors shift W when they see killer approach them. Like, dude, you don't know how stupid you sound, because it makes you look stupid because of the fact that you streamed this for a year and you still don't know that. And you claim you play 50-50. I just don't get it. Well, that's the end of this video. I don't understand videos like this. There's plenty of them out there. This guy's not the only one. Like, Shift W is not a problem at all. It is literally a common thing, and it's intentionally put in the game. And I guess shitty killers that aren't that good at using their brains like to bitch about this sort of this pointless shit. It's pointless. Like, I don't even fucking understand why he made a 5-minute video going on and on about, like, oh, Shift W. Dude, it's how survivors played. They don't have weapons. The only weapons they pretty much have are pallets. At least that do something to the killer, you know. But that's all I got. I mean, like, this video is really bad. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If you're gonna complain about, like, a common thing or one of the most, like, popular ways to play and the most efficient ways in the common sense ways, goddamn. So I'm Sacred G. That's it. I'm done reacting to this. If you actually liked the video, of course, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike and tell me why you didn't like it. I'll see you in the next video. Peace the fuck out. Hopefully this wasn't too long.